Won the toss, playing from left to right in the first half, under pressure straight away from a determined Martin Storey of Wexford, injured as he was bustling his way forward that time. Out to James O'Connor on the wing, seeking the opening score in the very first minute. Inside 15 seconds, James O'Connor. And an injury to Martin Storey as he was setting that one up. But O'Connor will be pleased with that. He failed to score in last year's corresponding tie. Kevin Fennelly's puck out. Intended for Richie Power, playing on the 40, remember. Battling there with Ger Flood outside to Ger Fennelly. Trying to put the sides on level terms. And the first wide of the match. Jerry was winded there when a ball struck him in the puck about, I think, just before the start of the match. Eamon Sinnott operating at midfield. Still battling down there. Neatly taken away by Paul Bridges. This is Billy Byrne. Knocking it across. Martin Storey. Wexford with a second point. 2.5 forwards score from play. A very promising start indeed. Liam Egan going back there, battling with Martin Storey. Storey once again. This time picked up by Sean Fennelly. Linking up with McClear. Missed by Ger Flood completely. Eamon Cleary coming out of his full-back position, but the referee says that there was travelling, took too many steps with the ball, more than the 4 permitted, and it's going to be a free in which Adrian Ronan will take for Kilkenny. So Adrian Ronan, in his first championship season, punishes the indiscretion with Kilkenny's first point of the match. Very fine crowd here, and looking forward to another fine, epic battle between these great Leinster rivals. Ger Fennelly with Eamon Sinnott of Wexford. Liam Egan was so prominent against Westmeath. Martin Storey has been prominent in the opening 3 minutes of this match. And that's gone over the bar. A second one for Martin Storey. 3 points to 1 the position. It's a really encouraging start by Wexford, to look back on last year's drubbing by Kilkenny with relish, of course, and hope for more this afternoon. Ger Flood takes it neatly into his hand, but the referee whistles, and he's having a quick word there with Richie Power. Saw a little nudge after Ger Flood made a very fine catch. They play away at the other end. John O'Connor, brother of George O'Connor, of course. Liam Egan, nice catch. Quick delivery away to Ger Fennelly. Great Kilkenny stalwart. Paul Bridges in his 4th championship match this afternoon for Ger Flood, who's been recalled, playing in his best position, I feel. Seamus Fitzhenry. Once again, a quick transfer inside to Eamon Sinnott, who keeps the movement going towards James O'Connor. Wasn't quite expecting it. The pass not quite delivered into the A1 position. But this is Tom Dempsey nonetheless. Byrne under it. Kept it in play. Challenged by Pat O'Dwyer. And Kevin Fennelly received a nick there dangerously, and Seamus Fitzhenry is going to be spoken to by the referee. Kevin Fennelly, an exciting and sometimes ebullient goalkeeper, and the referee has quickly out with a notebook, and Seamus Fitzhenry has his name taken for dangerous play. See for yourselves, that one was played beautifully into the square. The goalkeeper was brave and decisive, came out, and watch for the number 12 making his run inside the square, nicked the goalkeeper with a very high challenge near the face. Oh, a very high climb that time by Michael Clear, setting up the chance here for Michael Phelan. Ger Flood back there. Followed up by Richie Power, released to Prendergast. Oh, it's gone over the bar. There's just a point between them. Anthony Prendergast from Clara getting his first point. It's 3-2. Eamon Sinnott anchoring well at midfield against Ger Fennelly. Seamus Fitzhenry in field. Anthony Prendergast stopped by John O'Connor on the 65-metre line, down towards Billy Byrne. Byrne ahead of him. It's a lovely score over the bar by Billy Byrne, getting there ahead of Pat O'Dwyer. 4 points to 2, Wexford lead. Burns' first point came from that fine delivery from way out the field. He got there, knocked it down, got there and received the return and put it over the bar. Larry O'Gorman playing his first championship match this afternoon. Intended for Tom Dempsey, being marked by Willie O'Connor. Martin Storey hand passed that one over the bar. He lost his stick, but not deliberately, and he's got 3 points. Quite a pile-up of bodies. Paul Bridges waiting for that one to come out, so too Richie Parr. And Adrian Ronan, who started all of that, had got away from it. He was got loose as well. Stopped by the goalkeeper, who gives it right back to him. Supplied across towards Liam Fennelly, put over the bar. 5 points to 3. Fennelly's first point, and Adrian Ronan here, the one who set it up with 2 bites of the cherry virtually. The first one was saved by the goalkeeper Ted Morrissey, but it came back out to an alert Ronan. Christy Heffernan was waiting for it, and it broke back from a defender down towards Liam Fennelly, and he smartly put it over the crossbar. Plenty of advice from the supporters. Ball still in play. Sean Wickham. Pressure applied by John Henderson. Strange to see a Kilkenny team in the championship without 2 Hendersons in that backline, of course. John Henderson adjudged to have committed the free. He didn't see it that way. Well, despite the 9 points we've had so far in this match, the crowd strangely silent as Tom Dempsey steps up to take this one and put it over the bar. And now the Wexford fans having something to cheer about again. That's Tom Dempsey's first pointed free, and they lead by 2. Still very, very tight and very competitive as James O'Connor feeds it in from midfield towards Tom Dempsey and Billy Byrne. Pat O'Dwyer getting a stick to it, knocking it out wide to John Parr, feeding it on to that experienced midfielder Ger Fennelly, first timing it forward to Richie Parr, nodding it on towards Christy Heffernan and Liam Fennelly. Pat Kenny, he's the Wexford captain apart from being their number 4. Richie Parr, crossed the face of the goal, could have gone anywhere. Prendergast, Ronan, stopped on the line by the goalkeeper. Ted Morrissey somehow kept it out. John Conran must breathe a sigh of relief as he plays that clearance forward, because I think the ball went straight beyond his legs that time, and James O'Connor picked a nasty lash of that ball right into the face. Could have been very nasty and dangerous indeed. Up at the other end, watch as that one went by John Conran. Pressure continued to be applied with Anthony Prendergast, and Ronan there, and somehow the goalkeeper managed to stamp on it and keep it out, and it was kicked away finally by John Conran. Adrian Ronan with the sideline ball. Liam Fennelly. Anthony Prendergast out towards Michael Phelan. He stood and waited for quite a few of these to come his way, and that's what's happened. And he's put over his first point in his second championship match. The 21-year-old makes it 6 points to 5. This is John Conran. About to be hooked maybe by Adrian Ronan, having to carry that one forward. Still John Conran, a run of about 40 yards. Michael Clear, hooked by Seamus Fitzhenry. John Parr, a wing back, towards Liam Fennelly as he goes in. Can't quite hold on to it. The referee's whistle sounds. It could be a penalty. It's a penalty, yes. The referee saw a push on Liam Fennelly. Liam Fennelly, as that one came in from John O'Connor from way out the field. John Parr's delivery from way out the field, and Liam Fennelly was the one in position. Pat Kenny pulled him down, no question about it. Prendergast getting a word of encouragement there from Liam Egan. Ted Morrissey there with Eamon Cleary and Pat Kenny, who conceded the penalty. A vital moment of the match. It's a goal! A very well struck penalty with power and precision, with 3.5 minutes to go to the break, between the gap and in. John O'Connor. Deep down towards Billy Byrne. James O'Connor is there. It comes out to Tom Dempsey. And the sides are level. Wexford 8 points. Kilkenny 1 goal and 5. Tom Dempsey the scorer. So with just over a minute to go to half-time, Dempsey picking it up from some loose play and putting it straight over the crossbar. So can either of these teams now take a lead with them into half-time? Larry O'Gorman for Wexford, outside towards Martin Storey, who had some really impressive moments in this match. That's the lead. Kilkenny were in front for only 2.5 minutes. Martin Storey's 4th point of the game. Well, we've had the trainer on, so the referee allowing 2 minutes of injury time so far as Anthony Prendergast cuts the leeway to just a solitary point with a goal and 2 points now, his contribution in the first half. Referee calls for the ball. It's been a hard and ferociously competitive first half. It's 10 points against a goal and 6. And during the half-time whistle, a Wexford official has sent for Martin Quigley. He's come from the dugout to make his way across to the dressing rooms. No doubt he'll be in for the second half. And so as the teams book their passage for this Leinster final, Irish international footballer Paul McGrath, one of the extra interested spectators at the match, no doubt with a ticket for Italy in his back pocket. A miss hit by Pat Kenny. Over there with Liam Fennelly. Keeps the attack going. Adrian Ronan inside to Christy Heffernan. Once again, Christy Heffernan. A goal! A goal after a minute and a half of the second half, set up by Adrian Ronan, slack marking. The defence was coming out. Ger Flood made a despairing effort, but Christy Heffernan simply rifled it in there with uncompromising severity. John O'Connor in perfect conditions, puts it over the crossbar. He's got 2, and there's just a 1-point difference. Adrian Ronan advancing down that right-hand touchline. Another point. The youngster shows some splendid skills, 19 years of age, one of the youngest players on duty this afternoon. The referee has seen a foul there on Adrian Ronan and has an advantage as Phelan carries it forward, trying to round John Conran. Still Phelan. Life made difficult for him, however, by the number 2. And that was a good piece of refereeing by Noel O'Donoghue. He saw a foul on Adrian Ronan but allowed an advantage. Just off the ball now, I've seen an incident between Paul Bridges and Adrian Ronan. Ronan was going back into the game, and Bridges, I don't know whether it was intended to be playful or not, but Paul Bridges, number 7, hit him across the back with the stick. I quite clearly saw that. Dermot Healy watches, and Paul Bridges has been sent off. Paul Bridges has been dismissed from this match after 11 minutes of the second half for an off-the-ball incident. It was a really ridiculous thing to do, and he's nobody to blame except himself. Wexford, his county, are now down to 14 players, but Kilkenny now apply the pressure against 14-man Wexford. Christy Heffernan inside towards Liam Fennelly on the 13-metre line. Wexford will have to be disciplined. He seems to be held. It's a penalty. A second penalty for Kilkenny, and once again, Liam Fennelly, and it's really boiling up now. This is getting very nasty. A game that was simmering for a long time is now boiling considerably, and the referee is calling across one of the Kilkenny men, Richie Power, and having dismissed a Wexford man just a few minutes ago, he's booked Richie Power. So we've now had 3 bookings and 1 sending off, 2 penalties, both of them to Kilkenny. Prendergast composes himself. 30 minutes into the second half, he's got a second penalty goal. That's really now setting the seal in it from Kilkenny's point of view. Just a minute or so after Paul Bridges was sent off, Liam Fennelly pulled down in the area, and it was punished decisively by Prendergast. Eamon Cleary, nice pick-up, decisive, determined. This is championship fare, really. beautifully put over the crossbar. John O'Connor's third point. Wexford fans getting a little consolation. It had been going so sour for them for quite a bit in the second half. So Wexford, with some time still on their side, got 8 minutes in all, needing some more scores, and how a goal would really set up this match for the last 8 minutes. Larry O'Gorman from Sinnott, blocked down brilliantly by Sean Fennelly, but he got a second attempt. O'Gorman again, coming down from the clouds, and it's dropped over the crossbar. So 4 points now between them, and Larry O'Gorman has got 2 points in this Wexford team. Sinnott over there with Adrian Ronan, playing like a very mature player, but he's young in years. This is Richie Parr, experienced and classy, and he puts it over the crossbar. His third, and a player who failed to score in the first half, but it was Adrian Ronan who set that one up for him. Nice catch again by Larry O'Gorman. We're seeing some really good hurling in the second half. Sean Fennelly, who made a marvellous interception a little while earlier. Willie O'Connor, neat tap. They're finding their men very well, Kilkenny. That's Liam Fennelly. That's Liam McCarthy. So the 15 men ahead at the moment. And that's gone in! Liam McCarthy with a fourth goal for Kilkenny. A goal, and they relish that in the stands. That's come 6 minutes before the finish, and really does put a seal on a very fine second half Kilkenny performance. Watch as Liam McCarthy got onto it ahead of Dermot Pender, and he ended up hand-passing it over the advancing Ted Morrissey. John O'Connor, who scored 4 from frees. That's a fifth. But coming immediately after that Kilkenny goal by Liam McCarthy, it merits scarcely a cheer. That's a very fine catch over there by Seamus Fitzhenry. Or Tom Dempsey, I think it is. Tom has discarded the green helmet. And a foul by John Henderson just outside the 20-metre line, and the referee signals a free right on the spot. So they wait on the goal line, and Kevin Henderson gives the indication, I think, that they might be expecting a goal attempt here. They're 8 points behind Wexford. Tom Dempsey, stopped by, it's a goal! Martin Quigley is goal scorer. Tom Dempsey hit it in. But I'm quite certain, if you watch it in replay, it was Martin Quigley who got it. Watch for the number 23. A good save by Kevin Fennelly initially, advancing smartly. It came out, and Quigley put it away into the back corner. 3.5 minutes remaining. 5 points between the sides again, and Wexford need another goal, and Quigley's once again in the wars there with Willie O'Connor. It's another free in. Michael Clear, who's a guard by profession, saying, take it easy, lads, we'll keep the peace. John O'Connor is going to take this one. He possesses a ferocious shot. He's got it! 2 points between the teams. John O'Connor with a goal and 5 points. Wexford were dead, buried, and out of this match. And the Kilkenny fans over there can hardly believe it, but Wexford fans are jubilant. O'Connor came up to take this one. He scored some vital goals from penalties in the past, but none more vital than that one. 2.5 minutes to go. 2 points the difference. What a classic finale this is proving to be. Adrian Ronan, the 15 men have put that one over the bar. Ronan with 6 points to his credit. 3 points now the difference to Seamus Fitzhenry. A little schmozzle on the ground. Ball played deep into the 20-metre line. Comes out to John Henderson again. A challenge by Sinnott. James O'Connor outside the 45-metre line. Turning inside. A huge leap. Comes down to Dempsey. Saved brilliantly by Kevin Fennelly. Oh, that was a match winner surely. A superb save by the goalkeeper. John Parr under pressure. It's got to be a sideline ball. We've got a minute to go. Here was the save. Watch as Dempsey hit it unmercifully. Superbly saved. Super reflexes by Fennelly. The sideline ball will be taken by John O'Connor. The crowd tense, expectant, wondering what's going to happen here. Wexford going for a goal. Michael Clear gets there first. The referee's whistle sounds. It's all over. A my watch, it's about 25 seconds before time. I have to say, if my watch is correct, it's about 20 seconds before time. However, Kilkenny reached the Leinster final. A margin of 3 points just separating these sides. An engrossing second half. And Dermot Healy's team building yields a very fine performance. And they go through by 4 goals and 15 points to 2 goals and 18.
Yes, heart-stopping stuff in the end. Now, by my watch as well, that game may have pulled up just a little bit short in time, but I'm sure there's no one complaining. Kieran has
scored a goal late in the game, as we saw just earlier, to put them back into the game.
Well, George may have been missing today, but I think John tried to play a two-man's role and did very well. Kieran, thank you very much for joining us on the programme tonight. Okay. Well, now, elsewhere in Gaelic games, Kerry have qualified for the Munster football final as a result of their win over Limerick. It was quite close in the first half, in fact, but the second half was pretty much one-way traffic. Well, here now with the day's GAA results is Anne Casson.
In the Munster Championship Senior Hurling semi-final replay, Waterford 5-16, Cork 4-17. That's a 2-point win for Waterford. In the Leinster Championship Senior Hurling semi-finals, Offaly 5-14, Laois 1-10, Kilkenny 4-15, Wexford 2-18. In the Ulster Championship Senior Football semi-final, Donegal 2-8, Derry 1-9. Minor Football semi-final, Derry 3-11, Cavan 2-11. In the Munster Championship Senior Football semi-final, Kerry 6-7, Limerick 1-10.
Appearance here at Croke Park for virtually the first time this afternoon as Roy Mannion gathers at right half back for Offaly. Went by Vincent Tian with Pat Dwyer. Good tight and concise play by Pat Dwyer, the fullback, up to Michael Phelan, left half forward. Ger Fennelly swinging it high up into the air down towards Christy Heffernan. Adrian Ronan is there too. Batted out by Martin Hamilton awaiting. Richie Power looking for the equaliser. He's got it as well. So a point each in this, the 95th Leinster final. Hill 16 back in commission this afternoon, having been out since the championship last year when it was being restructured. Pat Delaney's free towards Michael Dignan. Sean Fennelly watched it, but Dignan gets it the second time. The little chip inside, and goalkeeper Kevin Fennelly keeping his eye on it. Out towards Anthony Prendergast. There too, Richie Power inside towards the inside forwards. Adrian Ronan getting away for once from Martin Hannamy. Linking up with Liam Egan. A chance here for Kilkenny to go in front. Egan given an advantage by the referee. Stopped by Jim Troy, the Offaly goalkeeper. Comes out to Richie Power once again. Ger Fennelly rather. Adrian Ronan. Blocked down by Pat Delaney. Hannamy backing him up. And Ger Coughlin. The 32-year-old swings Offaly into the attack once more. Breaks down to Danny Owens. Offaly seeking a lead. Willie O'Connor. John Carr here, the right half back. Nice turn inside and a change of direction across towards Michael Phelan's wing. Roy Mannion. This is Michael Dignan. Mannion stayed forward. Once again serves the ball inside, but that's gone a couple of yards wide. For Offaly's 7th wide of the first half. Kilkenny had 4 wides, and it hasn't been a very productive opening 15 minutes. Lovely catch. Here's Richie Power against Pat Delaney. Towards Liam Fennelly. Aidan Fogarty. Pat Delaney knocking it forward. This is Liam Egan. Blocked down. Joachim Kelly sweeping it forward towards Danny Owens. Pat Dwyer, the fullback, going across. Beaten by Vincent Tian. Stealing inside. A good chance for Offaly. Taken down, but just outside the large rectangle, and it's going to be a free from the 20-metre line. So near to being a penalty. That was a very good burst forward that time by Vincent Tian. So Mark Corrigan, who gave Offaly an early lead, that was cancelled out. A chance, and a very good one, to put them back in front, which he duly does from the 20-metre line. 2 points to 1. 17 minutes gone. Well, there was a real goal chance here. As we watch once again, Vincent Tian getting inside, Willie O'Connor holding him down just outside the large rectangle. John Pilkington going across, reading it well, showing fine maturity. That's back to Martin Hanamy, the old star. Up towards Declan Pilkington, just trying to knock it down into the man on the 40, Declan Daithí Regan. Comes out instead to Ger Fennelly, towards Adrian Ronan. Marked very tightly by Martin Hanamy, but the burst through here by Anthony Prendergast. Hooked by Ger Coughlin, brings out to Liam Fennelly. It's a goal! Liam Fennelly, the goal scorer. His first goal in this year's championship. In the 19th minute of the first half, that fine burst forward by Anthony Prendergast. Watch as he was splendidly hooked by Ger Coughlin, but the ball came off the foot of Prendergast to the totally unmarked Fennelly, who rifled the back of the net. Liam Egan outside to the waiting Ger Fennelly, always there waiting for that ball to come his way. Christy Heffernan just gets a hand to it, a flu victim during the week, Christy Heffernan, and Liam Fennelly taken down with a nasty crack across the hand that time, a real stinging shot onto the hand, and John Denton is calling across one of the Offaly backs and warning him against that kind of tackle, which was totally unnecessary, and it's Eugene Coughlin who's called across, and the Kilkenny doctor in there with the treatment, and Eugene Coughlin has his name taken. This was the incident once again, and that's where Liam Fennelly received the blow to the hand. A free on the 20-metre line, no penalty, a 20-metre free, and Adrian Ronan will tap it over the bar. It's a goal and 2 points now for Kilkenny, 2 points for Offaly. Adrian Ronan's first score in the match. Now bidding to reply. Joachim Kelly with the helmet coming down around his neck. Turning inside. The helmet readjusts itself. It's again Joachim Kelly breaking his stick in the process, but winning the free in. Tackled by Michael Clear, and the referee warning him it's again against that kind of challenge. But we saw a fully determined and persistent Joachim Kelly that time. It was a marvellous run. Mark Corrigan's third point, 2 of those from frees, makes it Offaly 3 points, Kilkenny 1-2, 5 points to 3. Well, this is what you call leading by example, surely. Joachim Kelly going tearing in that time. The run just preceded that. He followed it up, broke his stick in the process as he was held by McClear. And it's Joachim Kelly once again. Inside, towards Danny Owens. Michael Dignan's there first. Linking up with Mark Corrigan. Corrigan taking it in his stride very nicely, right on the end line. Across towards Declan Pilkington. Onto the right-hand side. That's gone over the bar. This game has finally come to life. There's just a point between the teams, and that's Declan Pilkington's first score of the match. Ger Coughlin, good positioning, went in behind his centre-half back, read the danger signals. It's an understanding that they forged with Mark Corrigan over there over the past 10 years, and what an exciting decade it's been for Offaly hurling. John Pilkington, the taker. It's well cut in. Towards Michael Dignam. Operating at full forward. Joachim Kelly on the 45-metre line, dodging round to Ger Fennelly. Teeing himself up for the shot, and he's put it over the bar. Sheer persistence paying off for Joachim Kelly, and the sides are level. The equaliser comes in the 25th minute. The referee is sure to add some time on for the stoppages we had in the last few minutes.